An 80-year-old woman, in order to seek revenge, planned to have her entire body transformed into the appearance of an 18-year-old girl. Before the surgery began, she called her enemy first. This old lady is the big boss in charge of the underground black market in Southeast Asia with ruthless methods. Previously, just because her younger brother had swallowed 2 packages of drugs, she ordered someone to cover his head with a plastic bag and suffocate him to death. And she had already discovered the collective betrayal of her subordinate, the boss of the Tang family, through this little brother. Faced with the arrogant provocation of more than a dozen armed henchmen, the big boss remained calm and instead raised his hand to make a gesture of shooting. While the younger brothers mocked her for being crazy, the sniper lurking on the mountaintop had already pulled the trigger according to her instructions, and all the traitors were eliminated. After dealing with the traitor, the big boss asked the man who had been with him for more than 10 years to transfer money. When he saw $100 million in the account, he wanted to kill someone to silence him, but she didn't know that the man was already on guard. He quietly replaced the U-shield when transferring money, transferred the money to his own account, prepared a substitute body in advance, and bought a second-hand police car to escape. The big boss was proud when he saw the man's corpse floating on the sea, but the computer popped up a game-ending window, only to realize that he had been tricked and vowed to break the man's body into pieces. At this point, the man had fled to South Korea with the money, not only having his face fixed, but also adjusting his heightened vocal cords, completely changing his appearance. But at this moment, the man's twin brother, after learning of his brother's death from the news, rushed to Thailand to investigate. As soon as he landed, he was mistaken for the man's brother by the boss's subordinates. In a critical moment, his younger brother who had undergone plastic surgery arrived in time, and the two brothers fought and escaped. The man was so angry that he wanted to swim back to China after learning that his younger brother had plastic surgery for money. His younger brother discovered that he was being followed and was worried about his brother's safety. He handed over $100 million and evidence of the boss's crime to his girlfriend and went to chase after his brother himself, but was caught by the boss's men at the dock. The big boss knows that a man has undergone plastic surgery and constantly puts electric eels into the water tank to torture him in order to force him to reveal the whereabouts of his money. On the other hand, the girlfriend handed over the money and evidence to the police officer, but unexpectedly, the police officer was an undercover agent of the big boss. He knocked out his girlfriend and handed over both the money and the person to the big boss. Fortunately, the man took advantage of the chaos to rescue his younger brother. At the same time, a large number of armed special police arrived. The police had already known the identity of the undercover agent and deliberately asked his girlfriend to hand over money and evidence to lure the snake out. In less than half an hour, almost all of the boss's henchmen were killed. His top henchman took out a flying machine to make the boss escape, but was shot down by 2 brothers as soon as it flew into the sky, and Thailand's largest black and evil force was thus destroyed. The man also regained his original appearance, and the 2 brothers reconciled, but suddenly received a strange phone call from the still alive boss.